Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick your main. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Command. Deadeye. Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Deadeye. Commando. Psyphreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Command. Mercenary. Mercenary chosen. Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy.
Allow me to introduce myself. I
Can't believe
that thing.
better.
The best.
Guess left can be right, sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Hack and slash. Person. The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. The deep cut. You have a good eye for that stuff. You might want to fall back. Might not need that now, but you will later.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. It's in your grasp. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But need the right key. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Feeling fierce. Made the kill. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. That's sure to be useful.
Ifari satuata kobwa iboda atu wama ya yumawa poitma kotuvo toledrea le yayato.
It was after
Nuekek tuloya voto lun.
asks if you were tired.
Yeah.
The tree started to die. Records tell his friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Papa.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the... You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the tree of life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world eaters. A signpost. Let's see. must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Iglesia er jo lille senere dopau. Wajo non buce massaio la trovelesa.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about love?
Not as much as it...
Always make...
And you're...
There's Out of Date again. He must have...
Loma toaha. Weta. Mpa.
Regardless of... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Ya moluva mopu far kobi. Satuata papila koi ketolu keta ye mu.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. Close encounter. Flash the slash. Right in the face. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. You got moves. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of Says the Sifu gets to choose who sees the Sifu.
Zata is the moi totloho. Kariesne statse. Paro. The
Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew.
Onis poloknost, kari onis polenos odlisni. Nes vlada tarfeta is the moi odlis na lest staridat odlisni njovoj za namać.
Sometimes one memory can make another. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish. The Sifu was. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Once you've conquered the rival's outposts, you... You have orders to follow. The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Your energy is empty. Itchy trigger finger. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. He asks how you are today. He wonders where... He thinks you should really know. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? But you need practice. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to... Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before... You should know. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling. He wonders what useful. He can work wonders. It looks like she's starting to. You know she doesn't like waiting. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? It's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your. He's curious to see what you found. You should take it with. Your Muma says it's a but there's an once you
ora sadurut.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud.
Katja top kanamun taifanamenuma verena masalapu.
You should go see him.
Amun.
Catchy.
Andro?
Your Muma says she's never...
Asi mustiki asadurutu. Antor taifanamenuma
Your...
kanoruta.
Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antor. Kensi. Kananu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Asadurutu.
Your Muma says this is...
Andro volakapala. Mustiki muhka.
She tells you to stay back.
Masanmal.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Flattering. Time to make something useful. You reload it by swinging back your arm. You really know how to move. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. deserves attack. Blasting him to bits. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. Look, an emergency box. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Do you feel safer or more exposed in the dark? Any kind of protection, you take it. keep your guard up. This place is like one big secret that keeps unfolding. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Flambe. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close. The toxinol. Them. What you do here matters to you and the world. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. Let's see. sound seems to travel farther at night. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. This one seems to be in... Asks you to do the right thing.
Fan that flame!
Beat out that. Better to take it.
Fire!
That's a myriad tribe outpost. Wiped out. Socked. The bright time is the right time to start your day. You're not dead yet. Gross. This place stinks. The Vespidat outpost, long-time home of the Myriad tribe.